Good afternoon, morning, or evening. I want to play some Supermarket Simulator offline while I talk about Artfight. I had a lot of fun with Artfight, and it did a lot for me for my, oh my god, my freaking spacebar. I need a new keyboard. Okay, I have a bunch in the warehouse, so they can get to that. So, first, let me work on these online orders. I need a 4-pack of eggs and a dish soap. Right? I really enjoyed my time in Artfight. I learned some new tricks. I improved on the quality of the things I was already doing. And then I was able to also meet some new people. Some of which I actually stuck with. Like a couple streamers who do art. John Mason is over there. That's the one I need, right? Yeah. So wait. Yeah, that's him. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna walk there. My first art piece, I just did late, like when the event started. I had fun with it. I enjoyed that character a lot, Ansel. Here is Ansel on screen. Oh, maybe if I can find it. Yeah. So there is my piece of Ansel, which I had a lot of fun with. I still feel like it's one of my best that I did, even though it was also one of the first that I did. Well, no, it was the first that I did. It's Cage Mart. Why am I getting lost in such a small city? Of course, I don't think. Right? I don't think. Gonna double check though. Because, organization is always my strong suit. Yeah, they did not do a revenge, which is fine. No one is ever required to do a revenge. But it was a little disappointing on a personal level that the first art piece I did for Artfight didn't get a revenge. Moving along, the second art piece I did. Honestly, I don't have these listed by order. But my very first attack I received was, I believe, this one. Yep, I found the right one. They got apple juice. When I raided into Agony Ina, a wonderful artist and VTuber, one of their viewers went and checked my Artfight profile, and then they just drew that up for me. And I thought that was so sweet. I nearly lost it. That was my first attack in any art fight. Irene Gray. So of course I had to retaliate. And with that retaliation, I drew them their character. And mind you, it wasn't my best work. But I do think I did something really good with the colors there. Very basic. But the color and shading was pretty good, I gotta admit. And they were very happy with it, and that made me very happy. So, went along a bit from there. We'll go down this list in order now. This is the last attack I received during Artfight. Is my current profile picture on Twitch. I got their permission for that. Wait. Is that a glitch or a joke that she's literally gray? I'm gonna assume it's a glitch. What the heck? Okay. Alright, Irene. I see you. I'm gonna head back to Cage Mart now. So that blew my mind. I can't believe I got such awesome art. Wakakuma. They were the one that I drew the bear girlfriends for. And the ones in front of the Tunnel of Love. They were so cute. Love them. And going down a little order, let's speed this up a little bit. This. Florimine. A wonderful artist and VTuber. Very talented. I could not believe I got this revenge from them. I couldn't imagine getting a more beautiful artwork of one of my characters. I know that sounds weird when it's such a dark artwork, but look at her. She's perfect. Florian, they captured the mood of Shiroko perfectly. And of course, it was a revenge for me drawing them. Which was this one. You might remember. Soda Cola. Okay. Coffee Light Roast. I think that's in the front. So yeah. Where's the Coffee Light Roast? There it is. I'm almost out. Actually, I am out. We'll come back to that. Mangoes and lemons. Oh, we're also getting a little low on our produce. Oh no. We out of mangoes? Did we even ever have mangoes on display? We did. Okay. I should be buying these wholesale, but yeah, let's get the oil now. Okay. Coffee is restocked now. We wait for the mangoes. While we wait for the mangoes, let's move on from this. These are not in order of how I received them, by the way. I just put them in a particular order, loaded them in. This was the last attack, other than that last second revenge of Cage. That is my current icon. So, I updated a character. Uploaded a new character with the intention of using them in an attack, but I never got around to that. But someone saw them Someone saw them in the recent uploaded characters and drew them, and they have a lot of potential. Obviously, they're very new to art, but I see what they did here. They had good work on the effects, good layering. They made me very happy for drawing my character. They read the instructions because they fixed the hair that I messed up. Our online orders are all caught up. And this is one of my favorite characters, so it was very sweet to get art of her. This was drawn by the wonderful Nebula and Ya, who is working on their new art style. I love the horror theming. It feels very Tim Burton-esque. And it made me very happy. I didn't necessarily expect a revenge, though I knew it was possible when I drew Nebula. But it made me very happy to receive one of myself. Of course, most of you have seen my art of Nebula. But if you haven't, that was it. And I gotta say, personally speaking, I think I popped off on that one. I think I absolutely knocked that one out of the park. And as much as I would love to go buy these wholesale, I'm just gonna bulk up on them real quick. And then let my dinguses stock the shelves. I forgot that I got all this extra space. I have to go a little careful on reordering and not go overboard and run out of money. But I also don't want to run out of product, which is a very real possibility. You are smart. You are smart. You are smart. So that goes back to Florian, and that is a song from Katamari Damacy. They recently had a karaoke stream where they sang lots of video game music, and it was probably, sorry to everyone else, probably one of my favorite karaoke streams I've ever been to. They kept singing banger after banger, nostalgic hits, modern hits. I was just like almost glued to that stream. Florian has been a great source of happiness and joy for me. Their streams are wonderful. They're a very kind person. They have exceptionally good taste. So I'm thankful to Artfight for that, if nothing else. This is Cage. Drawn for me by... Who was it again? I'm so sorry. So many attacks. This was the one who owned the B-Girl. I remember who I drew for this. I just didn't remember their username. Catsiel. This was drawn for me by the wonderful Catsiel. Also, the first attack I got that I forgot to mention, that was from Puppet Goose. Wonderful Puppet Goose. The one of my girl. This one, Puppet Goose. This one was Florian. This one was Catsiel. And of course, this one, they had their name all over it, but it was Nix the Muffin. But yeah, Birdfellow is the name of this piece by Catsiel. If you forgot the bee that I drew for them, it was this. Admittedly, I didn't shade it, and I could have done better with it, but they liked it, and I'm mostly happy with it. If I'm being honest and a little more critical of myself than I should be, I'm actually not too happy with that one. I do feel bad. They deserved a better piece of art, in my opinion. But I'm glad I'm glad they were happy with it. Let's open the store now. I think we should be good. Nextly, this was Senka, another one of them. Drawn for me by... What was their username? Oh yeah, Ghost Toast, with zeros instead of O's. I had drawn for them one of their characters, Melodia, I think it was. I feel very bad because Elodie, yeah. Elodie was like one of the only headshot only pieces I did. And there was no shading. But they thought it was cute and they drew that for me, so thanks. Thanks, Ghost Toast. I owe you a better art for real. Because like this was not my best work, I don't think. It was good, but it was a little lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Finally, keep this one around the same time as the one from Next to Muffin and the cage one, which was from Wakakuma, like I said. This is so cool. This is another one of Senka. This was drawn by Pixelite, I believe their name was. What I drew Jordan for, the alien girl. Pixelite art. Oh, the ding. You can ding yourself. Just for a refresher. This one is what I drew for them in exchange for that one. Gotta say honestly, popped off with this one. The background is simple, but it's so vibrant that the entire piece just pops for it. And obviously, Pixelite designed a very good OC, a very strong base, so it was very easy to make them shine. Probably one of the cutest alien girls I've ever done seeing, and I mean that. Now, when it comes to my favorite art that I did during Artfight, I did a lot of art. I'm not sure what I would say my favorite is. But I will say Agony Ina. I've told you before. I'll say it again. I 100% owe you better art. The concept on this was good, but I didn't follow through. I was too tired. I kept it a sketch, and instead of resuming it another day, I just settled on keeping it a sketch. You're the only sketch art that I submitted as a proper attack, and I feel terrible about that. But they are also a streamer. They are a wonderful vampire VTuber. So, like, through Artfight, I've met a lot of wonderful people, and I'm already looking forward to drawing it again next year. Drawing in it again next year, I mean. So, Artfight's been great. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. All the art streams and art posts I've been making. But, real talk, if I were to pick a favorite that I did, like, obviously I popped off on Yaku. I went the extra mile with this one. I spent a very long time on it. But their reaction was probably my favorite reaction. Also, a lot of fun with Poet. It was a little outside my comfort zone, but I enjoyed it. Y'all already saw my nebula. Wawa was a cutie, but for how simple it was, it came out really good. Oxygen was a really cute girl. I appreciated this character's design. But honestly, what it all comes down to is I think Ansel, my first one, maybe tied with my Nebula piece, might be the favorite one I did. I do think it was the Nebula one, though. As a fun little bonus, though, and here's Penelope, by the way, they are wonderful. Follow them on Blue Sky. Maybe they're on Twitter, too, I'm not sure. They said they loved my style. Momi's an interesting one, because I don't think that artist even acknowledged it. And I don't know if they even posted any attacks. But that is alright. As for people that I'm really excited to draw again next year, or draw it all next year, here's Cassius. Cassius Clemens is a wonderful character. They are owned by one Gelly. I don't know if it's Gelly or Jelly. Okay, I think it's Jelly because their status is just a jelly bear. Absolute wonderful horror themed character. I'm also super excited to draw this Oni girl, Guayaba, and this goose girl, Lucy, who apparently had an exceptionally large reference picture. Oh shoot. Ouch. Sorry for hitting you, lady. I didn't mean to hit you. That's gonna ruin my reputation. There are other people I'm super excited to draw, but they're not. I don't have their pictures already saved, so. Alright, so that was an oopsie doopsie. I didn't mean to hit them in the head, but let's get some more stuff ordered. I think I'm low on the milk. Yes, I am. I do wish I could have just have a flashlight. Not have to turn power on and just live by flashlight light. Touch lights that are battery powered. I think that'd be cool if you could just run a touch light for your games, for your store's lighting. That'd be funny, honestly. I like that idea. Make it happen, devs. Kidding. So guys, thank you so much. That'll do it for this video. But before I fully end, I wanted to check something real quick. That's a full cart, so we'll worry about the rest afterwards. Let me check something. Oh, Artfight is still being calculated. So guys, thanks for listening. I know it was a bit of a self-indulgent ramble, but I was very happy with how Artfight turned out. See you guys after my trip. Later.